Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fortune Eagle Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host. We hope you guys had a great week. We hope you are, doing what you need to do to bring your family and friends to the Fortune Eagles platform. This is probably the most powerful platform you're going to get your hands on for, the outlay that you're going to put out to get started. We have a great family here, and we want everybody to join us to take a look and see what we have. So with that being said, Brian, let's get started. Let's take this thing on the road here and let the people know what they got in their hands.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Hello, everyone, and I'm glad you all could make it tonight. I know you could be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here, and we really appreciate that. As always, I'd like to start off with a little housekeeping, as we normally do on Thursday night. To go over the platform, everybody's doing a fantastic job on helping people get involved with the platform. I always like to, give you guys a big hand for what you do and how you're helping people get acclimated to the platform and how to send and receive gifts. It's always important that we help people as much as we possibly can, and so to make it a smooth transition. The things that I do want to point out, just to make everybody aware and keep it on people's minds to be mindful of, when you're receiving the gifts and someone sends you a gift, the proper etiquette, as always, is to, when you receive a gift through Cash App, is just give them a reply with a thumbs up, if possible, if you know how to do that. Just to let them know that that the gift that they sent was received, and so they'll know that that they didn't send it to the wrong person. And then also, once you receive the gift, you want to make it a point as quickly as you possibly can to log into your 14 Eagles back office and go into the gift management section and click on Confirm Gift, and then click the button that says Confirm. You want to confirm from your 14 Eagles back office that you did receive the gift, so that way that person that sent you the gift can be entered into their nest. The person that sends a gift, they cannot go into their nest until all 3 gifts have been confirmed from the 14 Eagles platform. All right? So it's very important as soon as you can. We know that it's not always possible at the moment that you receive a gift to log into your back office to confirm it. But whenever you possibly can, the quickest moment that you can, go into your back office, you want to do that as quickly as you can, and then and confirm that you received the gift from the 14 Eagles back office. That person needs all 3 confirmations in order to get into their gift and get into their nest, so they can start receiving gifts and inviting other people as well. Okay, so so we want to do that in a timely fashion if we possibly can. A lot of you guys have been doing great with that, but we do have some people that are not clicking confirm, and we want to make sure that they do that in a timely fashion. Now, just to let you know that if you don't click confirm and you don't receive the gift, okay, we say don't confirm if you didn't receive the gift. But if you haven't received the gift, and you'll know if you're supposed to receive a gift, because the system will send you an email letting you know that you have a gift, okay? And so once you receive that email from the system, then you want to look out for your Cash App to see if you receive a gift from your Cash App or from your OG Pay account or from your Skrill account. And so if you did not receive a gift, then you want to get that email that was sent to you from the system and contact the person just to make sure that that they sent it to the right person. Okay, you want to make sure that they sent it out to the right Cash App or to the right OG Pay account, whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that there was no mistakes or that they didn't mess up or anything, because it's very, it's easy to, put a wrong number or a wrong letter or anything like that and send it to the wrong person. So you just want to make sure that they sent it out and that they sent it to the right person. If not, then you can converse with that person either by telephone call or texting them or emailing them to let them know that you did not receive the gift. Now, in saying that, if you did receive the gift, well, I should say if you didn't receive the gift and you didn't reach out to the individual and you didn't contact 14 Eagles to let us know that you didn't receive the gift, then within 24 hours of being notified that you received the gift, then the system will automatically confirm that you received the gift, whether you received the gift or not. Okay? So it's important that you make sure that you receive the gift in your Cash App or your OG Pay or Skrill, and go back and confirm the person as soon as you possibly can. Because if you don't confirm or you don't reach out to make sure that you received the gift, then the system will automatically confirm that you received the gift whether you received it or not. All right? And then after that, there's nothing we can do. So, that's the only thing that we really encourage you to really, be mindful of, as confirming the gifts. And if you haven't received your gift, knowing that you were supposed to get one, reach out to make sure that everything is okay and that you can, that the person can send you the gift. Some people have not put their Cash App ID or their OG Pay account in the back office, so it doesn't register, and sometimes people can't send you the gift because you forgot to put your Cash App in your back office. So you want to make sure that you have your Cash App or your OG Pay accounts in the back office so they'll know who to send the gift to, okay, or what account to send the gift to. So that's going to be very important. All right, so I just want to make that very mindful to everyone in reference to that, because those are the only issues that we really have right now. Everything else is just moving so smoothly, and the platform is growing by leaps and bounds right now. So I really commend all of you for all the things that you're doing and all the people that you're trying to help. It's really, really really moving the platform and growing the community at a rapid pace right now. I think in the past few months, we've been on a steady climb in building the community. And that's what we really, really want to see. And that means that if we're building a community like that right now, then there's nothing but good things that's getting ready to happen within this community. Okay? So you guys are doing a fantastic job, and so I'm going to always let you know that whenever I possibly can, because this platform is for you. 14 Eagles is your platform. It's not my platform. It's not Greg's platform. It is everyone's in the community's platform. And you guys are doing a fantastic job of keeping watch over this platform and making sure that everything moves smoothly through the platform. Now, we're going to have some issues every now and then, and whatever issues that we may have, we will take care of those issues as quickly as we possibly can. Okay? And so with that being said, again, I give a thumbs up to all of you that are doing what you're doing to help the 14 Eagles community grow. And I just encourage you to just keep up the good work and keep building and keep helping as many people as we possibly can, because that's what 14 Eagles is all about. Now, the other thing that I do want to go over real briefly is OG Pay. Everyone knows that OG Pay is one of the ways that we send and receive gifts. We just recently started using OG Pay. OG Pay is an international account. Now, one thing I do want to point out to people that OG Pay is not per se a payment processor. Okay, it's an actual bank account. Okay, it's a virtual bank account is basically what it is. And so you literally, with OG Pay, get a bank account number and routing number, all right, for a virtual account, right? A mobile account, I should say. All right? And so it's very unique in how how OG Pay works. And so we recently put out a video You know, I've been trying to get that video out for a while now, but I finally found some time to get that video out. And so we want to make sure that everybody gets that video and watch the video of how to set up and use your OG Pay account, because we want to encourage people to use that OG Pay, get it set up and use it, so you can become familiar with it. OG Pay is new on the scene. I don't think there's anything out there quite like OG Pay. So it's going to take a little getting used to. And so that's why we want people to get acclimated to it, get used to it, you know, work out any kinks and bugs that's in the system with OG Pay. And for the most part, it works pretty good. It works very well. Okay, it's just learning how to use it because it's such a robust system. Okay, and so we want everyone to get familiar with it. Now, we've had some challenges with a couple of the other countries, but we're trying to get those worked out as we speak. And as we get information on that, we'll make sure that we get it out to you as quickly as we can. But for the most part, it works pretty good. And the only thing that they don't have right now that we're waiting for is their debit card. Okay, they're going to have a physical debit card. Now, they do have a virtual debit card that you can set up now. And they also have the mobile wallet that we normally use here when we use the for our platform to send and receive gifts. But they also have a virtual debit card that you can use to purchase things online with, just like having a physical debit card. All right, but we're waiting on the physical debit card as well. Now, the reason why we want the OG Pay and want everyone to get an OG Pay account and get familiar with the OG Pay account on how to use it is because we're looking in the very near future to connect the OG Pay account to the 14 Eagles back office. All right, because once we can get the 14 Eagles, get the OG Pay account attached to the 14 Eagles back office, then we will hopefully have the ability to send gifts directly from the 14 Eagles back office. And when we can do that, then when you send the gift directly from the 14 Eagles back office using OG Pay, the person that receives the gifts from you won't have to log into their back office to click confirm that they received that gift. It will automatically be done. So that's what we're striving to get to with OG Pay. All right, and one of the reasons why we use OG Pay is, one, it's an international bank account system, okay, on a tier 1 banking system, and then also the fees are very, very minimal, okay, with OG Pay. There is no payment processor out here today that can compete with the OG Pay fees. There's nothing out here. At least I haven't seen it yet. And so that's very advantageous for all of us, okay, when it comes to using payment processors. Now, you know, a lot of payment processors, you'll be able to send monies back and forth from member to member for free. But to load and to pull your money out normally is associated with you know, some pretty nice fees from other payment processors. Well, with OG Pay, the fees are very, very low, very, very low, okay? And at the most, you'll probably pay $1, okay, to load money into your account and to take money out of your account. And that's really unheard of in this industry. And even with the international people, the fees are very, very low, much more lower than any other payment processor that I've seen. So that's one of the reasons why we want to use that, because, you know, here at 14 Eagles, we're all about giving here. We're all about keeping things simple, and we're all about putting money into people's pockets to help them financially, okay? And so we believe that OG Pay can do that. But we have to get acclimated to OG Pay and, you know, and get used to using it. And so, you know, We have the Cash App as a backup, and that's what we're using mainly right now. And then we also have Skrill as a backup for our international community. And so we're trying not to get any other payment processors if we can help it. So we want to try to use the OG Pay account as much as we possibly can, get others involved with it as they come in so they can get acclimated to it. So hopefully down the road, once we get used to OG Pay, then we can use that exclusively and have the others as a backup just in case. And then once we get OG Pay connected to the 14 Eagles back office, we can become fully automated as it pertains to confirming any gifts that we receive as we go forward. So that's going to be a huge thing, okay? And when we can do that, and where the gifts can automatically be confirmed as being received, then that's going to put 14 Eagles platform on a whole new track as far as the amount of people that we can bring in much quicker and much faster. So everything will just flow so much better, okay? So, but great job, everybody, in what you're doing, and just keep up the good work, okay? All right, so let's get started here. As always, when you're introducing people to 14 Eagles, don't try to explain 14 Eagles to them. What we ask you to do is come to the 14 Eagles community website, which is www.14eaglesden.com, and go to the 14 Eagles video tab, the 14 Eagles video tab, and let them watch the 14 Eagles video presentation. Because, the video presentation is not very long. It's less than it's about 7 minutes long. And it explains, in a snapshot, just how the platform works. It'll give people the basics of how the platform works so they can get the concept of how everything goes with the platform and the gift and the sending and receiving gifts. Okay? And then once they get acclimated to how the platform works, then right below the video is all the instructions on how to sign up, how to get set up, how to send the gift, how to confirm gifts. Okay, everything is right there for you. All right, so as long as you follow these instructions right here, you should have no problem at all getting involved with the platform. Okay, no problem at all. And so, it's very, very simple. It's simple on purpose. And so, money is not an issue here because we're the only gifting platform out here today. There's only $6 one time out of pocket. Okay, you're literally giving away $6 to 3 people. That's $2 to each person. $6 total, one time out of pocket. You never have to go in your pocket ever again in 14 Eagles. And that's a powerful, powerful concept. And so we really want people to really understand how that works. And so that's why we encourage you to watch the video and go through this process on how to get set up and get started with the gifting process. There's a lot of gifting platforms out here today, especially based on what's going on in our country and basically around the world with this pandemic that's going on. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of businesses have gone out of business. So people are hurting financially right now. And so 14 Eagles, it can be a way out for people. And so you want to give them this opportunity to be able to be helped and to also help others, because that's what it's all about. So let people take a look at this. Don't prejudge. Don't think that that they might not do it because it's only $6. One of the things that we really try to encourage people to really think about is that we're trying to change the way people think about money. Okay, a lot of times people come and look at 14 Eagles and they say, well, I can't make any money with just $2, with a $2 gift. I just can't make any money with that. Well, see, that right there is the wrong thinking, right? Because first of all, in 14 Eagles, we don't make money. You don't think you're going to come to 14 Eagles with the mindset that you're going to make money. We don't make money here, right? We receive gifts and contributions. Right? 14 Eagles, we have a platform where we give money away. And our whole concept is about giving, as you'll see. So, we're trying to change the way people think about money because, we're here to try to help people and put people in a position to where they don't have to chase after money. We say put yourself in a position where money chases you. I hope that makes sense to you. Because, see, we don't want people coming here and think that they're going to make a goo-gobs of money and become a millionaire, through this gifting platform. That's not what this is for. This is to help people in the time of need, to help people to grow a community of people that are working together to help one another. And this is one of the best platforms to get that done. And before you know it, that $2 gift turns into hundreds of dollars and quite possibly thousands of dollars if it's done properly. And it doesn't have to take a long time. But guess what? It's all because you gave of yourself and you gave of your own monetary to help somebody else. That's what it's all about. Putting yourself in a position, all right, for people for money to come through you instead of you trying to go out there and chase money. So it's a whole different mindset. And so that's what we want to get into. So if you go to the home page, I always like to point out the concept of 14 Eagles. Right here on our home page, on the welcome. And see, we really encourage people to read the welcome, especially after they've looked at the video presentation. To come here and look at the welcome and read this welcome, because this welcome kind of gives you puts it all in perspective for you about what 14 Eagles is all about. And so what I'm going to do real quick, I'm just going to read this over because it's not very long. But the thing about it is very powerful and very succinct. And once you hear it a couple of times, it may start to really resonate with you. And so that's why sometimes I like to just read it out loud so people can really hear the words that's in this welcome, so they can get a good perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about. It says, 14 Eagles is a platform that provides like-minded people from all walks of life the opportunity to help one another. 14 Eagles is not a business. It's not a corporation. It's not a network marketing organization. Rather, it's a private, invitation-only, global community of people who believe in the principle that by helping others, in that process, we help ourselves. That's the premise of 14 Eagles. As we give, so shall we receive. 14 Eagles commonly uses a unique online gifting platform that allows members to come together for mutual interest, commitment, and prosperity. 14 Eagles has taken a concept that is actually thousands of years old, giving, sharing, and accepting, and merged it with the modern-day technology to create a virtual community. A community that has developed its own economy of peer-to-peer giving and sharing, which provides economic stability to become self-sufficient and self-sustaining. The 14 Eagles community is a bridge used to move people from a debt-based system formed on selling, buying, and taking to a collaborative-based system formed on giving, sharing, and accepting. This virtual community creates a paradigm shift in consciousness that inspires people to work together and garners love and harmony on a whole new spiritual level. There's a universal law, that's God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you will get back in abundance. If you are someone that has a heart for giving and genuinely like helping people, then get with the individual who referred you to the 14 Eagles community and let them know you want to be a part of this growing movement to change the world into the place it was meant to be. To register for the 14 Eagles community is free, But to send and receive gifts through the platform, you will need to get a Cash App and OG Pay accounts. Get with the member that invited you to walk through that process. So that's 14 Eagles in a nutshell. All right? And that's what we really try to get across to people. We know that we have a gifting platform. We know that people come for the money, because that's what the times calls for right now. People are hurting monetarily, and we truly understand that. And we really believe that our platform can help people in that way. But really, the whole crux of the matter is right here in the community itself, all right, on what we call the virtual community. And so by helping to build a virtual community where everyone is building their own individual teams and communities, okay, to help build a community at whole for the 14 Eagles community, then in that way, we can really affect change, all right? We can really come together, work together, put ourselves in a position in a virtual community to actually get what we need to go out into the real world community and affect change. This is what we're trying to get across. And we understand that it may take people some time to really grasp that concept because they're so used to being in the system that they've been in all their lives. And we understand that. So everyone doesn't really get it right away. They don't really get it right away. Now, they can see the gifting part. They can see that, because that's mostly what they're focused on. But once they get to understand the whole concept of our virtual community, then I think the wheels really start to turn then. Okay? Because, having a virtual community, we have the ability to do what we want to do because this is our community. There's nobody dictating to us what we can and can't do in this community. We're in control for a change. And a lot of times most people are not used to being in control because the system that we're in today in our society, we're not in control. We let other people be in control. It's time out for corporations and governments to control us. Those days should be over. We have to train and put ourselves in a position to where we are back in control, where we can control what happens to us and what we do. And we can work together to get that done. The society that we live in today, it has taught us how to separate, how to be individuals, all right? And we need to stop being individuals and start working as a group, as a community, as a team, because that's the way you get things done. You can't get things done by yourself. We can get a lot more done if we work together and we learn how to work together. That's the key. Community. Community is the key. So, in saying that, we have to change the way that we think. We have to change our mentality. So with 14 Eagles, what we try to do is we try to provide the stimulus to help you to change your mentality, okay, to help uplift your consciousness. And that's why on our site we have what is called the videos row. All right? And so in our videos row, we have a series of videos here that we really encourage people to take a look at these videos. All right? Because I guarantee if you watch at least each of these videos, and there's not that many of them, but if you watch each of them, they're not very long. If you get through each one of these videos, you'll walk away with a whole different mindset. At least it'll at least get you thinking, okay? And so by getting you to think and getting you to think outside of the box, now it'll afford you the opportunity to go and research for yourself, okay, what's best for you. Because, see, it may spawn you to become an innovator to bring information to the community that you would like to share with the community. Okay? It's each one teach one. That's what we're all about here at 14 Eagles. Each one teach one. Because all of us have some type of information that we need to share with the community to make the community better in every way. Everybody has something to contribute. All right? That's why our motto at 14 Eagles is give from the heart, share the love, and accept your blessings. That's what giving is all about. You know, just like in the welcome, it says the universal principle, the universal law, God's law. Okay? Whatever you give out into the universe, you get back in abundance. Okay? And it starts right here, the way that we think. You know, uplifting our consciousness. Because, you know, we're all connected in some way. We're all connected. A lot of times we just don't know it. All right. Now, by having a virtual community, we also encourage businesses to get involved with the 14 Eagles community. All right. All of you know someone that has a business. You know somebody that has some type of business, whether it be your barber or your hairdresser, the corner deli store on the corner, a shoe store. It doesn't matter. A lawn service. It doesn't matter. And so what we encourage you to do is tell those people that have their business to come to the 14 Eagles community and advertise their business to the 14 Eagles community. There's no gifting platform that is doing that out here. None that I know of. Okay? So we encourage you to bring your business and advertise it to the 14 Eagles community. Why are we doing that? Because we want to build a directory in the 14 Eagles community. So therefore, any business that or any goods or services that you may be looking for, hopefully one day you'll be able to find it here in the 14 Eagles community. So instead of going, you know, somewhere else to get whatever you're looking for, you can come here first to see if it's here in your 14 Eagles community. It's always best to patronize your own community first before you go outside of your community. Make sense? You know, that's what we're trying to get everybody to do. Not just in the virtual community, but in your own communities where you live at. All right? Because see, we're not here to compete with anybody. We don't want people to have to compete. Come to 14 Eagles where you don't have to compete, where everyone can still work together, even with all the different things that you may do. There's no reason to compete. And how do we not compete? Because look, if you become a part of the 14 Eagles family, part of our community, even when you bring your business, okay, you have the opportunity to make money now with your business by advertising to the community. All right? And if you have something that someone in the community needs, now you can make money because you have a business. But also, you're part of the community. And because you're part of the community, now you have an opportunity to receive gifts and contributions as well. Make sense? So now you have the best of both worlds. You're receiving gifts and contributions, and you're making money with the business that you have by advertising to the community that you're helping to grow. Does that make sense? And see, and here's the kicker. Advertising, that's big business, right? So, you know, to advertise, it costs a lot of money to advertise, especially if you advertise to a lot of people. Well, guess what? Here at 14 Eagles, we don't ask you for money to advertise with 14 Eagles. The only thing that we ask you to do is to help grow the community. That's all we ask. And so we have a way for you to do that. And so as you get involved with 14 Eagles, we give you the criteria of how you can advertise your business in the 14 Eagles community and don't have to pay a dime. All we want you to do is to help build the community. And the more you help build the community, guess what? The more gifts and contributions you receive. And you may just sell goods and services too to somebody. All right. So what do you have to lose? Nothing. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So really take a serious look. If you have a business, we encourage you to come here and advertise your business. All right? It's here for you because you never know. People in the 14 Eagles community might need what you have. And then we'll advertise your business right here on the 14 Eagles community site, and it will be a part of our directory that we're going to build. And it's just not for people in this country, it's for people all over the world, okay? Because we have a big vision here for 14 Eagles. We're looking to be all around the world, okay? And so you'll be able to take part in all types of different businesses and services and products from all around the world right here on the community site, okay, through our directory. So that can be a powerful thing. So now, as I said before, we don't want to compete. There's no need for people to compete. And so what we've done is we've partnered with another company called Dynamic Trio. And Dynamic Trio has a trio of different platforms itself. And one of those platforms is called FundMe 24/7. FundMe 24/7 is a take on the crowdfunding industry. You know, Barack Obama, back in 2012, passed a law, the Jobs Act. And with the Jobs Act, crowdfunding was born. All right, a lot of you might know about the GoFundMe's and the Indiegogos and things of that nature. Well, those are platforms that where people have an opportunity to raise funds for whatever they need to raise funds for through crowdfunding. Well, FundMe 24/7 has taken that to a whole nother level, all right, in Dynamic Trio. And so here's where you can really learn about that through this video presentation. And we encourage you to take a look at this because with FundMe 24/7 dealing in the crowdfunding industry, you're able to take any personal project or any business project and you can raise funds by building your own crowd, okay? So basically, crowdfunding is just like what? Gifting, okay? Helping someone fund whatever project that they may have. And so basically all it is gifting, just like 14 Eagles. Well, guess what? They have the same philosophy as 14 Eagles, building the community. And by building the community, we're trying to help people monetarily to do the things that they need to do. You know, one of our main things that we try to do here at 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio is we want to help people get out of debt and to wipe out poverty. And so both of us going in that same direction, there's no need for us to compete. So we basically came together. And as long as we come together and we work with the same community, now we can take the gifts and contributions that we're receiving through building the community and building our own crowds. And guess what? Now we exponentially make our gifting and contributions grow. Okay? It's a powerful, powerful concept. And I'm telling you, once you understand how to put both of these together, Dynamic Trio and 14 Eagles, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. And when you see how to put these two together, it's going to take you on a whole new journey. And money is never going to be an issue for you ever again once you figure this out. Now, you have FundMe 24/7, which they also have on one of the other platforms called FeedMe 24/7, which is basically a feeder system for the FundMe 24/7 platform. So, you know, if you have a personal project, no matter what that personal project is, let's say you may want to send your kids to college one day. So you want to start a college fund for your kids. Well, guess what? That's a personal project. You can raise funds through FundMe 24/7 and feed me for that. Let's say you're trying to get a roof put on your house, okay? You got a leaky roof and you need to raise money to put a roof on your house. Well, guess what? That's a personal project, all right? Maybe you want to get a down payment for a house. That's a personal project. No matter what your project may be, whether it be personal or whether it be business, you can raise the funds through crowdfunding. And so with Feed Me 24/7, this is going to show you how crowdfunding works, how you can raise money through crowdfunding. They give away a free ebook. And by giving away a free ebook, it teaches people about crowdfunding and how to use Fund Me 24/7 in that effort. And in doing that, now you can give away the free ebook to other people, okay? And in doing that, now you're creating a crowd through the Feed Me system that you can put into the Fund Me system, and now you're receiving gifts and contributions just by doing that. Powerful, powerful concept. Take a look at these 2 video presentations, and it'll give you the idea of how this works. It's powerful. Okay, and for just $10 one time out of pocket, okay, or as much as $70 one time out of pocket, you can make literally, you can bring in literally by way of contribution thousands and thousands of dollars on a consistent basis. And then you couple that with the 14 Eagles gifting platform, money becomes no issue at all. Okay. See, we're moving in a whole different direction than most people can even think about when it comes to gifting platforms, okay? So it's a whole different thing that you've probably ever seen before. And so I know sometimes people come here and they get confused because they thought this was just a gifting platform. Then they see all this other stuff, okay? Well, we're more than just gifting, okay? We're going to run the whole gambit because we're here to get, we're here to save people all around the world. And it's just for one step at a time, $1 at a time, one person at a time. All right? But the world can change, starting right here. And now, not only that, but we also partner with another company called Cutting Edge Techno Solutions, CETS for short. We really encourage you to take a look at this company to see what they're all about. This is a technology company, and they're getting ready to change the world through with eco villages. Okay, they're building communities all around the country and all around the world. Okay, self-sustaining communities. All right, where people will build their own houses. Okay, you heard me. Build their own houses through renewable energy. Okay, and taking waste and renewing it into different products and materials. All right? There's no need for us to be throwing stuff away and not reusing stuff. They found out a way to do that. All right? And they found out a way to create renewable energy, so to keep our energy costs down. And, I mean, it is just powerful. I'm not a technology person, so I can't really go over it. But look at the video, and then go to the website and check out what they do. And you will see they need people to help with helping to build these communities. So if you have any type of skills, they're looking for you, okay? No matter what your skill is, they may need that skill that you have. So that's a way to get involved with what they're doing. But as you can see here, all the different partners that have partnered with them. And you will see the 14 Eagles is one of their partners. And so is Dynamic Trio. We're here to work together. We're not trying to compete with one another. It's time for us to come together. And that's what 14 Eagles is all about. So we really encourage you to check them out. We've already been to the UN with CETS and 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio. So they know about us at the UN. And so with the UN, that means people all around the world are starting to hear about CETS, Dynamic Trio, and 14 Eagles. So this is not just some fly-by-night little platform that you see here. No. We got big plans, and we're trying to take you along with us, okay? So rest assured, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And you know how things happen when you get in at the very beginning, right? The sky's the limit on what we can do. And so if you're with us when we do that, when we reach the sky, then you'll know where you'll be okay, side by side working with us. And then also, we have what is called the College Debt Project that we started a little while ago. We're trying to help the kids that are in school or going to school and the people that have graduated from college with student loan debt, okay? Debt is debt, but this student loan debt is a whole different animal, okay? And there's no reason that kids should be going to school for 4 or 5 years, however long they go to college, take out a student loan to help pay for that college, and then come out of college and graduate, and before they get their first job, they're riddled with debt. That system makes no sense to me, okay? We have to try to change that. So with our College Debt Project, okay, the Net to Kill the Debt movement, we're trying to help kids before they even get in that position anymore, and help the people that have already gone through that to help them get out of that, okay? Debt is debt, but this student loan debt, that's a whole different animal, and we're trying to eliminate that as quickly as we possibly can. So for a cup of coffee and a sandwich, $6 one time out of pocket can start that process on the way here at 14 Eagles, okay? So with that being said, what I want to do real quick, because of the College Debt Project, I do want to bring up Dwayne Ferguson, because he's the one who really was instrumental in putting this together. I'm gonna unlock you, Dwayne. And are you open, Dwayne? Let me see. Thought I opened them up. Hello, Dwayne.
Can you hear me?
There you go. We got you now.
Okay,
all right,
yeah, I had to come through on my phone.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so hey, if you can, just kind of go over the College Debt Project for everyone, to let them know what that's about and how they can get involved.
Okay, gladly. First of all, greetings to everyone. Hope you had a prosperous week and an even better weekend coming forth. This college debt issue is really big. It's actually sickening. Brian actually said it's a whole different animal. I don't want to put that on the animal. It's actually a monster. It's very voracious. It's very greedy. And it really has no place in our society, truly. You know, when it comes down to the common man like you and I, or common being. And we want to address this at the beginning so that it doesn't become an ongoing problem for our future involvers / leaders. Those who decide to go through the process of college, trade school, and being riddled with debt. And they're just a fragment above the age of 18 if they've gotten to that point to start school, and all of a sudden they're in thousands of dollars of debt and they hadn't even had their first class yet. And that's going to go on for the next few to several years. So we actually have a program here to where, again, as Brian indicated, we work together. Sure, you're a big boy and you're a big girl and you can pay for your own bills and, you know, I have my own ball and you're not going to play with it or whatever the case might be. You need a team to make things a lot easier. We have to learn to work together. We got to get out of that selfishness of me, my, I. If we all collectively work together and leverage that one little $6 one time out of pocket to get that started, it can change your whole life for the better. The bottom line, you know, it's easier to push a van up the hill when you have 10 to 20 people pushing, leaning on that van along with you, able bodies, fairly strong bodies. So let's not try to push the whole thing by ourselves and show the lack of mental fortitude to be able to say, hey, why don't you guys come and join me? Why don't you get out of the van here and let's all lean on this and get it up the hill. So the objective is to work as a team. This is about teamwork. It's about a community, not about just my own little spot. I mean, you have your little place, but let's work together. I mean, we just can't emphasize that enough. That is the thing that's missing. You know, if you're an athlete, you should definitely, or a former athlete, you should definitely relate to that whole concept. So the bottom line is we want to get the word out. We can just start as little as getting people, you know, to actually just join the community. Don't come out of pocket. Just join the community and invite some friends and everybody do that and put themselves in position so that when they start, which we can set on a certain date, and you can orchestrate that on your own, that, okay, on this particular date, we're going to go ahead and get started, and it's just going to take $6 to get going. Whatever method you need, let's roll with this. And because, see, this is going to take on a whole different life when they get a hold of it, and then once this COVID thing all of a sudden goes by, then we can really kick off the party with a purpose, because that's what they like to do anyway. So when they're ready to get that kicked off, they're already primed and ready for it. And then your numbers can turn into 2 to 3, all of a sudden to 300, 500, even 1,000 within a month's time. And when you have that many students that are actually having that type of success as that growth takes place in a very short period of time, then you got an energy that you probably won't be able to stop, not that you would want to, but it's a really good situation. So again, we just encourage you to visit our web page, but also visit our Facebook page for the College Debt as well as 14 Eagles. Stay up on top of that. Get that information out to your friends and your family, and let's get going. Back to you, Brian.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, hey, get anybody that's in college, anybody that's been to college, that's got student loan debt, hey, show them this. Let them know what we're doing here, okay? Because they need the help. Right? Because what I found is that college debt, you can't even put that in a bankruptcy. That college debt is stuck with you for life. Okay, that's bad. So we got to change that. Now, real quick, I told you about the Fund Me 24/7 and Feed Me 24/7 Dynamic Trio. Well, what I want to do real quick is I want to bring up the facilitator of Dynamic Trio, and that's Mark Stevens. Mark, if you can, unmute yourself if you can.
I'm open.
All right, Grant, fantastic. Mark Stevens, I've known him for many, many years. He's like a brother from another mother with me. I love this brother. And I know, because I know him, I know his integrity. I know what he's about. And so the company that he has formulated here, Dynamic Trio, okay, I know just how dynamic it is and the force behind it, because he's the one that's behind that runs the company. So I can tell you that with him at the helm, you don't have anything to worry about. But don't take my word for it. Come along and see for yourself. So Mark, if you will, just kind of briefly go over, I know I've said a lot about Dynamic Trio, but just kind of briefly go over your concept of it and what you're doing for people as they get involved with Dynamic Trio.
Okay, thank you. Peace and blessings, everyone. Fund Me and Feed Me 24/7 was designed to eradicate poverty out of the world, as well as help people find the freedom that they're looking for. And the reason that we promote 14 Eagles on our platform, which we just did a little while ago, and I invited everybody to come over to the 14 Eagles platform to hear about 14 Eagles, because we're so closely tied at the hip, because we believe in the same things, and we work, again, together. We don't work apart, we work together. So we promote them, the same way, and that's the way that we promote here at Fund Me 24/7 and Feed Me 24/7. We promote 14 Eagles just as highly, because, again, together both of them make a lethal weapon as far as we're concerned. And so as Brian is showing is showing right now, this what makes up the Dynamic Trio, which is our brand name for our company. The company name is Crowdfunding Guaranteed LLC. But as you see, our administrator, myself, and Brian Fraser, that's because we're all tied in together. We're promoting each other to make the world a better place, and a place that's, free from poverty, and help people get their dreams. So Brian told you a lot about it. Barack Obama, I always like to say that he basically gave people of color a gift because he used $5 contributions to pretty much run his own presidential campaign and won. And because he wasn't taking money from the wrong type of people. So the reason I'm saying that is here, everything is affordable for everybody to do and everybody to work together because we're trying to build a community. It's not about any one of us. It's about all of us, and it's about this community. And one of the things I learned from my brother years ago, he told me, he said, when money is moved within a community 7 times, that community becomes free, that we don't need any government, we don't need any, anybody telling us how to run our community because we're free to do the things that we want within the community. So I implore everybody to get both platforms and take advantage of them, and I guarantee you that you will see a great change in your life. Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you, Brian.
All right, thanks, Mark. Thanks so much, man. And he's so right. I'm telling you, see, you guys really don't know yet, but when you get 14 Eagles and you get Dynamic Trio and you put those two together, when you learn how to put those two together, okay, with the team that you build, along with the community as a whole, oh, man, money is no issue. Money is no issue. All right, so I appreciate that, Mark. Appreciate it. And now what I want to do is I want to bring up our fearless leader, Greg Phillips. Without Greg Phillips, there would be no 14 Eagles here. Okay, he's been with me every step of the way with 14 Eagles. He was here, like they say, he was here when we didn't even have the lights on yet. So, Greg, are you there? You open?
Yes, I am. Thanks a lot, Brian. I'd like to thank everybody again for coming. That's so true, Brian, because we talked a little bit about that yesterday. And, we want people to realize, man, that, we really enjoy what we do. We appreciate the fact that you people are coming in, out of our family, to join us in this venture of helping to save the world. And I was listening to Brian tonight, and I was laughing because some of the things he says about what we're trying to do, just imagine trying to eradicate the world of poverty. And I know that sounds like a tall task and stuff like that there, but, I'm an avid reader. I tell people all the time that, readers are leaders. And a book I'm reading right now is called The Power of Habit. And one of the things it says in the book, in the chapter where it says the golden rule of habit, it says belief is easier when it occurs within a community. And that's what this is about, I know it sounds like a tall task what we're trying to do because we're trying to, in a way, do it individually, like Brian said, because, everybody needs some money. But, and we can use the monetary gifts from 14 Eagles and Feed Me and Fund Me. But if we do this together and change our mentality, because that's what this is really about. This is about growing our consciousness because when you have the right consciousness, there's nothing you can't do. And that's what they don't want us to understand, when you're divided, you're conquered. When you're united, you work together, you can't be stopped. And that's what we want people to see with the 14 Eagles platform. That's why we ask you, we almost beg you guys every week, bring your friends and family to the 14 Eagles platform. Let them listen to what we have to say. Let them get their questions answered. Like Brian says, the system is already there. You don't have to try to explain it. Just let them come. Show them the website, show them the videos. Make sure they get on our email mailing list at Control Tower at 14 Eagles Inc. so they can get our videos of the week. Because this is really, like I said, this thing is so big, most people don't get it when they first see it. And the only way we're going to get it is by coming together and working together as a family and a team, and that's what we want to do. Because what we want to do is big, but we can do it. But we have to believe it, that as a community, we can pull off anything. Brian, back to you.
Fantastic. And yes, it's so true. We have to do this together. And that's why I emphasize the welcome on the homepage. That welcome says it all. And if you can gravitate towards the welcome, then the platform takes care of itself. If we can build a community, okay, build our own individual teams, which in turn builds the community, then money becomes no issue. And then as you go through the platform, the gifting platform itself, the money automatically comes to you because the money becomes a byproduct of the community's growth. All right, it's just that simple. A lot of times we make things hard, but it's not that difficult. You know, we just make it difficult. And so we got to stop doing that. You know, that's a mental thing that we have of making things difficult, more difficult than what they are. And so this is what I'm telling you now. This video was recorded. So if anybody that you invited didn't come tonight, that's fine. Get the video, the copy of this video, which should go out tomorrow, and send this video to those individuals. If you are somebody that's looking at this video today, or at this moment, you're looking and watching this video, and it resonates with you what we talked about tonight, then take this copy of this video and send it to somebody that you know. Okay, get them to take a look at what we're doing here at 14 Eagles. All right. This is not a secret. We're trying to get this out there to people because people need help, okay? And so we are the community that want to help people, okay? We give things away here. We give it away, okay? It's a different concept. We give it away. And so be a part of the giving community. That's what we say, all right? So we really appreciate everybody coming tonight. And